So hello everyone, we have completed some of the sketch based features, still some are remaining, and today we are going to see transformation features. So to start with transformation features, first we are going to see a translation command. So we are having one part here, we'll apply the translation command on this part only. Now translation means moving the part from one place to another. That can be done by using this compass also. You just need to select the part. You can see here this compass is showing now in green color. So if I want to move this part in y direction, you can see here the y axis has been highlighted. Here it is written y. You just need to select that line and this part will be moved in y direction. Same thing we can do it by using this vertical axis. So if you want to move this part in z direction, you just need to select the part again and then pick and place the compass on that particular selected part and you can move it on z direction. Again take aside and then drop it on the part required and then move it here. So if I want to rotate it, I'll just keep it aside and then again place it on the part. This compass will be shown in green color. At that time only we can move or rotate the part. So I'm going to select this arc here that can be seen from the top side. You just need to rotate it and you can see the rotation of the part has been taken place around the z axis. If I want to rotate it along the x axis or y axis, you just need to select this other arcs, you can see here, or else this way. So in this way you can use the compass for rotation or translation. But other than compass also there are options given here. So I'm going to select the translation command here. See, when you select this command, it will give a notification that the transformation can be applied by using this compass also. So it will ask you whether still you want to use the command or you can also go for compass. So if I say yes, means I'm going to use the command only. Say yes. And now after clicking on yes, it will ask you the direction where you want to translate this part. So I'm going to select here as y direction and I'll put up the value here. The main difference between compass and the command is that we can move it by applying the distances here. So I'm going to take this distance as 100 mm. We can see in y direction it is moved by 100 mm. So this is y direction, this is x direction and this is z direction. Again if I go for translate, this notification will appear for compass, whether you want to use compass or you want to go for command. Just say we want to go for command and say yes and apply the direction. So I'm going to take this time the direction as x and provide the value here. So the distance we are going to take here is 300 mm. So now it will move in x direction only and lastly we'll move it in z direction. So again translate, say yes, show the direction as z direction, put up the value required. So I'm going to take 300 only. You can see here this demo outline is being shown, notifying that this part is going to move at the above side in z direction by 300 mm. So I'll say it okay. So now this part has been translated in z direction. Next command we are going to see here is rotate command or rotation. Select the command. Again this notification will appear asking whether you want to use this compass or you want to go with command. So I'll say I want to go with command. For that just click it here. Yes. Now it will ask you the axis of rotation. So you can use this XYZ axis also, or you can use the edges of the parts also as the axis of direction. So both can be used, whether you want to use the standard axes or you want to use the edges here. So I'm going to say here I want to rotate it around Z axis. Now it will take this Z axis reference from the origin here. You can see. Lastly we need to provide the angle. So we can see here this part is been rotated by the angle along the Z axis. So whatever degrees I want to provide, I can provide that degrees here. I'm going to take it 180 degrees. Now the earlier position for this part was here. It is completely rotated by 180 degrees and been placed here at the opposite side. So in this way you can rotate the part. We'll rotate it again here. Select the rotate command, say yes. Again axis I'm going to take it as Z axis only. Provide the required angle. I'll place it somewhere here. Say OK. And then again translate it. Say yes. I want to translate it in X direction. Put up the value. I'll take this value as 1000 mm. Now if I want to position this part symmetric with reference to this plane, we can do that also. For that use this symmetric command. So for symmetric command, I'm going to select here symmetricity. It will again give the notification asking whether you want to use the transformation features only or you can go for compass. So I'm going to say I want to use the transformation feature only. Say yes here, and then you just need to show the plane reference and it will be moved symmetrically on the other side. You can see here. Say OK. So it is kind of mirror command only, but the original object will be removed and the copied object will be shown on the other side. Same way, I can do this with this plane also. Say symmetric, say yes, and show the required plane, and this part will be moved on the other side as a mirror part, but the original will be removed. Say OK here. So in this way you can use this symmetric command here. Next command we are going to see here is mirror command. Now this notification will not appear here whether you want to use compass, as mirror command is not dependent on this compass. It is an individual command dependent on plane selection. So you just need to select the plane now after selecting the command. You can see this part has been mirrored on the other side. Say OK. This time the original part has been kept and the mirrored part has been shown on the other side of the plane selection. So this way we can use mirror command. Next command we are going to see here rectangular pattern. For that we are going to make one part. So to start with, say new part. I'll say pattern as the name of the part. Say OK again. Select the top plane. Say sketch. Go for center rectangle and put up the values after drawing to make it constrained. So we are going to take this side here as 300 mm and the other side we are going to take here as 150 mm. Next, say exit workbench and say pad. So we are going to extrude it by 20 mm only. Say OK. Next thing, we are going to select this plane and we are going to make one more feature for pattern. This was the base part. So I'll make one circle here. Position the circle properly from the sides of the rectangular plate. I'll say this as 25 mm and the y direction I'm going to take again as 25 only. Put up the diameter value, so I'm going to take this value as 15 mm. And now we'll say pad for this feature also. Say exit workbench and go for pad. So I'm going to take it as 40 mm. Now we have this pad feature been applied on this plate. We need to pattern this pillar here in X direction and Y direction. So for pattern feature, rectangular 3D pattern feature, we need to show directions by using the edges here. So if I want to pattern here in this vertical direction or in Y direction, we need an edge reference that is moving in Y direction. And for X direction, we are going to select any edge that is going in X direction. Maybe upper, lower, any edge we can take. On the other side edge also we can take. So we'll start the command here, say rectangular pattern. Now first it will ask you the reference element. So I'm going to select here in reference element and put up the reference as this edge, and we can see the direction it is coming at the down side. So we want to pattern it on the upper side. For that we'll say reverse, and now we can see this pattern is coming on the reverse direction at the upper side. But we can also see this complete part has been patterned. We don't want this part to be patterned, we want only this feature to be patterned. So for that, expand the model tree here at the left side and then select the current solid option. Just click it here in this box. You just need to show which feature you want to pattern. So in objects to pattern, we need to click in this box and go for the feature you want from model tree. Now this feature pad 2 has been selected, which is going to be patterned. You just need to put the instances, how much instances you want in this direction and what will be the center to center spacing later. So I'm going to say the center to center spacing as 25. Say preview for seeing the demo, and by using 25 we can see here these pillars are being patterned. I want one more entity, so I'll increase the value of instances here. We can see here now the instances are coming 5. And for the second direction also we'll do the same thing. Go for this option, that is this tab beside the first direction, that is second direction. In second direction also, first show the reference element. So I'm going to say this edge as the reference element and then click on the feature you want to pattern. It is by default taking pad number 2 for pattern, so we don't need to change it here. You just need to increase the instances now. So we can see that instances are being increased on the plate in this horizontal direction this time, that is second direction. The number of instances I am going to take it here as 8, and this center to center distance we are going to take here as 35. Say preview. Earlier in first direction the distance was taken 25, and in the second direction the distance has been taken as 35. We can see both the edit features, first direction and second direction, in same command itself. Say OK, and this pattern has been completed. Again we'll repeat this. I'll undo it. Hide the planes first. Go for the pattern command. Select the feature you want to require for pattern. Go for objects to pattern and select the feature you want to pattern. Then go for the edge reference. And if you want to flip the direction, then go for this reverse command. The arrow has been flipped. Put up the number of instances you want in the first direction. Then go for second direction. Select the reference edge for the second direction. Change the value of instances for second direction also, and put up the distances for that one also. I'm going to take it as 30 this time. If you want to edit this feature, just double click on the feature in model tree. Second direction, I want to increase the instances. In second direction, I'll take the instances for the rows as 8 rows, and for the columns we are going to go and say 6 only. But the distance, if I want to change, I can change it, say 21, and preview. Say OK and finish. So here the rectangular pattern has been made. Similar thing we can do for the circular pattern. I'll take new part, say part, say OK, and put up the name as circular pattern. Whatever name you are entering here will be shown on the model tree as the name of that particular part. So say OK now. You can see this title as circular pattern. We'll make one circular plate here. I'll take one disk, put up the value for this. So I'm going to take it here as 250 mm. Then we'll say exit and pad. Say OK. Select the face and say the sketch. Now we are going to take two lines. We'll make one helical gear profile here. So I'm going to take this line and one more line. Both the lines we are going to say here as construction geometry. This line is taken only for angle reference purpose. That's why we have made this lines construction. So double click here and put up the angle values. Next, we'll say this point coincide with this edge here. Say OK. Now we are going to make one line, one solid line on this construction line of 18 degrees. Put off the construction line option first and then go for the solid line. Take this much line here. Let's put up the value for that line. We'll take this line here as 15 mm in length. Next we are going to make one more line from the endpoint of the previous line. I'll pass it above this edge, circular edge, and put up the angle value here. So I'm going to take this angle here as 70. Next we'll select this edge, circular edge, and say project entities. Now I want to make this close profile of this line, the second line, and this arc. Other things we are going to trim here. So in operations toolbar we'll go and select the quick trim option. So we have this close profile now, this yellow one, this green line. So just trim it here. Next we have this close profile made with this arc and these two lines. Say exit and then go for this cut. So I'm going to cut it here, say pocket and say OK. Now this one cut has been made. We are going to pattern this cut around this circular plate. Select the circular pattern command here. Now in parameters references we are going to select complete cone so that all the entities are divided in complete 360 degrees. You just need to put up the number. So I'm going to say 10 instances we require here. Then for the reference we are going to select face here. Now face has been selected and the pattern is being made of this complete current solid. We don't want this pattern to be made of this solid. We want the pattern to be made is of the cutout here. So click on this box, go in model tree and select the thing you want to pattern. So I'm going to select this pocket here, and now this pocket has been made pattern. I'll increase the number, I'll say 20 instead of 10. We can see here this pattern has been made. Again if I want to repeat it, I'll undo it here. So this cut is to be patterned in circular pattern. I'm going to select this circular pattern here. In parameters and instances we are going to say complete cone, means making the pattern of this cutout equally in 360 degrees. That is complete cone. Put up the number of instances, say 20. Click on this box and select the feature you want to pattern, that is pocket 1. And for the reference I'm going to select this face here. Say OK. So this pattern is complete now. We can edit this feature. Instead of complete crone, I'm going to take here total angle, instances in total angle, and instead of 360 degrees, I'm going to take this total angle as 180 degrees, and instances we are going to take only 10. Say preview. Now only half portion is been patterned, that is from 0 degrees to 180 degrees, as the total angle was only 180 degrees. If I want to reverse the direction for this cutouts, say preview, this direction has been reversed here. So we have seen the first one and this complete crone. The second option here is given as instances and angular spacing. So here we need to put up the angle between each instance, means from one cutout to the other cutout, the center angle is coming as 20 degrees. So if I want to change this angle, then I will change this angle only. Say I'll say 30 degrees this time, and this total angle will automatically get modified. Say preview. You can see it is coming 270 now, and the angle between each cutout feature is showing as 30 degrees. So in this way also you can pattern it. So these are the multiple options in circular pattern also, which can be applied for patterning any feature in circular manner. Next we have the scale command here. So I'm going to say scaling. Select the reference here. So I'm going to select one vertex point. I'll say this vertex point as the reference point, this one, and I'll say the scale factor as, by default it is coming 1, so I'll change the scale factor and say it as 2, means the size will be doubled here, and the increase in size is taking place from this initial point, that is fixed point, which was taken as a reference here. Say OK, and now the size has been doubled for this disk here. I'll change the window and go in the first option. Similar thing we can do it for this by using Affinity. So the last command here for scaling is Affinity. In scaling, the part was being scaled completely in XYZ directions. But in Affinity, if I go for Affinity and put up this origin as this vertex point, now I can control the ratio of increase and decrease in XYZ directions separately. So if I want to increase the size or double the size in X direction only, I'll say this ratio value for the X as double the scale, that is 2. So we can see here, I'll say OK. So in X direction only it has been doubled here by the size. If I again go for this Affinity, double click it here, and if I say in Y direction also I want to double the scale, say OK. Now in X and Y direction the sizes are been doubled for this part, any features. But again if I want to say edit, I'll double click it on Affinity, and in Z direction also I'll increase and say it double the size. If I want to increase the height of the part, I'll say triple also. So now this time in Z direction it is multiplying in height by 3 times. Say OK. So in this way Affinity can control the scaling of the object in X, Y and Z directions separately. So this were the commands for transformation features. We'll continue with the upcoming more commands. Still some commands of sketch based features are been remaining, as well as the tracer feature commands are also remaining. So we'll continue these commands in next lectures. One more thing, if you want to join the classes offline for these courses, and if you want placement in mechanical design, you can contact us by the number given in the link below. If you want to learn more mechanical software design courses, just follow the playlist and do subscribe the channel 4 Dimensions Infotech. Till then, thank you.